is 1 week since you looked at me. No, this week, some point this week, Nephilim Resurrection is coming to early access, and with that, so is the EP, the EP of music that I've made, which I've made with Assad and with some of the other people who are involved in all things audio and us related. I will show you I'll show you the image of what that looks like. Give me one red hot second, because I know it's nearby. There you go. Image. Oh my god, it's huge. Let's go. Make it fit screen. There you go. There's the album. Right, and that's the EP. That's the EP full of tracks that we've made. And yeah, that's going to be dropping as well at the same time. And I thought, well, I need to make some content for this for this marketing campaign. And the best thing I could think of doing was trying to both teach and also play along with the tracks that we've made from, for the EP. So hope you've got your guitar with you. Hope you're ready to do some learning and to maybe get a little idea of how some of this stuff came together. So I'm going to close my stream information. Nice. So first thing we're going to do is that we're going to tune our guitar, right? And I couldn't get the laptop to work on my screen today because I've run out of HDMI cables for the first time in my life. My man cave is no longer fit for purpose because I don't have any spare cables. But yeah, so we're going to be tuning, and today we're going to be tuning to drop C. So that is C on the bottom string. Yep, and then we've got a G. And then another C. Beautiful. That's an F. Beautiful. A. Nice. D on top. Should sound a bit like this. No. Why do we use C, you ask? It's because Assad wrote all of his songs in C. Hope that helps. I don't know why Assad chose C in particular. Maybe he'll be able to come in at some point and chat and tell us about why he used C specifically. But yeah, all of the tracks basically are written in C, apart from the ones which are written with a low B in mind. So some tracks have a low B, so imagine an octave below this. Sometimes we're going to tune down to that to make it so that we can, even it during a song, sometimes we're going to tune down to that low B so that we have access to, those lower notes. But for now, the song that we're doing to begin with, I think is the first one on the master it's actually called Nephilim Resurrection. So it's like the title track, which goes a little bit like this. So let's remove the image. And the main riff is kind of the idea behind a lot of the different riffs in Nephilim Resurrection, which is that it's a lot of open strings. If you've ever played metal before, a lot of it's like palm muted lower string. Yeah, so you're like muting here, palm muting. And if you're doing like a Pantera riff, you're doing like a lot of ones and zeros. Maybe you might do like 4 1 0 2 1 0. All of those big juicy metal sounding tones. But what we do a lot in Neph is a lot of going up to this 5th fret on the second string, because it's like an octave, right? It's like the same as going to the 3rd string, but yeah, that sounds nice, big and chunky, and we do that quite a lot. So this first riff is that, and then whenever you do the 0-5, you can also then go around it, and you can be doing things which are like those kind of, I guess they kind of like throwback style riffs now, right? They don't really hear too many of those riffs anymore. But that's what we're doing a lot of here. So this is the first riff. I'll get it a little bit more set up for you so you can hear it. Oh, and I'll delete all of my tracks from earlier because I practiced it earlier. So, there we go. So you can hear that, right? You can hear the gun, and the way we're going to play it is 5, 6, 8, 6, 5, 6, 1, 0, 1. And then essentially what we're going to do is that we're going to go up to the string above. This is kind of like a blues thing, right? Like, oh wait, no, that doesn't really work when you're in drop C. Like when you go up a string and it kind of has that bluesy sound. Well, we're going to do exactly that, basically. This is a bit where I forget how to play like most things. So essentially the whole first half of the song is just going from the riff which starts on the lower string to the riff that's on the higher string. And in the second half there's like some other stuff and I don't remember most of it. So what we're going to try and do is that we're just going to play it raw and see how much I fuck it up. So let's go. That's the whole first section. And that's really easy, so I didn't expect that I would forget that. Okay, so that's pretty much the first section. The second section is a little bit wild. Something like that, isn't it? I can't quite remember it. It's something like... Maybe we're not going to get it. That sounds like it. Something like that. So let's give that a go. No. Well, that just went wrong in a whole bunch of different ways, didn't it? Apparently I've still got Outlook open on my laptop, so we will get rid of that. Cool. Let's close. Where is that? There you go. Close Firefox. So I don't think I've got the right riff there for a start. Let's have a listen back to actually did record that. No. Well, we're stuck with that, unfortunately, because we're recording one track of the line. But, yeah, not the best, but it's something like that. And that essentially is one of the first songs. Well, this is the first song we played. So I don't remember it very well. The top line is something like... You know, something like that. It's nice, yeah. What was the next section? Oh. That's it. That's the next riff. Let's have a go. Something like that. I can't quite, again. Oh, wait. I've got to remember the thing, like, fades out. So, yeah, it gets, like, quieter. 1 second. When does it stop fading out? Ah, there you go. I don't know. My volume got stuck low. Yeah, that's something like the riff anyway. I'm using, like, the master project for this stream. So there's some, like, automated fades and stuff like that. So just ignore those. But it's something like, yeah. How am I still on Outlook? There are no Outlooks for me. Maybe that was on my actual computer now. Yes, it was. Got about 16 different Outlooks going. Okay, great. Yeah, something like that. The riff is something like that. And occasionally, Assad would like have these like octaves. So yeah. Something like that. Like the kind of jumping back and forth. I think it's because he sees it from like a very bassist point of view, so you've kind of got those little octave stabs every now and then, and this strap's just in the way. Nice, we made it. We made it to the end. And in case you've just tuned in and you want to know what the hell we're talking about here, we are currently talking about a video game that I have been involved in, taking part in, mostly doing the audio for. And but I've also been doing some other stuff, such as helping with the programming and helping with parts of Unity, because obviously these are all things that we do together in Aragon Pixel. And It has been a really fun project to work on, and it's been a little bit of a palate cleanser because we have been kind of had our head down doing lots of, I don't know, kind of like hard work. It's a funny thing to complain about, but we've been doing a lot of like hard work on some big projects, and this project kind of came along and was like a good opportunity to play around and do something else for a little bit. And this has been, good. And I hope people enjoy it. It's coming out on early access very, very soon. And I'm going to quickly play the trailer and then we'll get right back to it. So see you in 57 seconds. Hello, I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed that. That is the game that we're talking about today, and it's the one that's coming out this week, and I hope that you get a chance to play it. It'd be really cool if you did. The next track we're going to play, I think it's the heaviest one. So be aware that most of these tracks that you've heard, only one of them has been released on Spotify, which is like track number 4. Everything else, this is the first time we've ever shown it, and that's pretty cool. We love the fact that I get to share it with you, and I love the fact that I'm the one who gets to do that. If you like it, then as I say, an EP is coming out on the same day that the game gets launched. Like, the game gets launched, and then the EP will drop on the same day. It'll be on Spotify and everything else. Remember, you're looking for where is there you go. Look for this one, Friday-ish. At the moment, it's booked for Friday. It depends on when the game comes out, but I'm pretty sure it'll be on Friday. You're looking for that one. Nephilim Resurrection, Book of the Lyrian on the Spotify. Great. So this is the last track that you hear in the game, which is the final boss track. And it's also known as the most badass track in the entire thing. Just making sure we haven't lost tuning by enjoying that last track too much. Okay, that's where I go. So for those playing along at home, I'll give you a hint. It's basically the same idea as before. We're going to be doing a lot of our open strings, going up to your either 5 or your 6 or whatever else. Very Trivium circa 2008, Apart from what we've got here is actually some slightly more interesting. It's probably when I first heard this riff, it was one of those where I heard it and I wasn't like terrified of it because it's probably quite easy, but the timing tripped me up quite early on. So you can hear it's a lot of like some kind of chugging, the same kind of like open string up to the 5. The whole pattern doesn't go any further than like. That's the biggest stretch that you're doing here. It's just like 1 on the bottom string and 5 on the second string. Just going to double check we're in tune before we start. If you're wondering what we're using for sounds today, we're using a Neural DSP plugin. And what I've chosen today is the Nolly plugin. So Neural DSP, Nolly, Archetype Nolly. And that's the one we're choosing to use for today. Hello. I'm currently playing the music from the game that's coming out this week. It's a first-person shooter game. Be available at the end of the week, and we're dropping the EP at the same time, and we're playing some metal music. So, the riff is going to be something like this. And really the hardest thing to get to grips with when playing it is just there's a lot of like 101s. Hello. I'm silent on your screen, so... Okay, so this is one that I'm feeling very confident about just playing all the way through. I think this is going to be quite easy. I remember it quite well. So let's give it a go. You know what, actually, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to time this because I haven't got a click, but sod it. No, it's too hard. There you go, something like that. Oh, fuck. There you go. That is the track Foot on the Throne of God. Kind of heavy, kind of ballsy. You've got the whole, obviously the main riff. All of that stuff, all of the 0505s. You've also got the kind of rolling section. So very similar to the riff, but kind of rolling... which is quite fun to play, and then over that you've kind of got this anyone who played guitar like 10 years ago will know a thing or two about putting these little octave chords on top. Which is quite fun. And then what else have we got on the track? Yeah, there was that section which I massively screwed up, which is like the stoppy bit, so... Kind of like your classic metal-y, choppy, stoppy thing. The problem is that it changes, so it's like the first one is... I think the second one is like... So it's like just more hits. The second one, I think it's the same as the first. And then it's like kind of one of those big, you know, juicy, lots of clashing notes and nastiness. And then the last one... And then just all the way to the end. And the little solo bit, not really a solo, it's more like just a melodic line. It's like a big diminished run, if I remember it. There you go. That's kind of it. I think it's just that, but in like a harmony. So whenever you're doing like a diminished line like that, you're basically looking to go like 4-1, 4-1, like in your fingers. Yeah, you're kind of doing like a pinky then a first finger. You know, like you're. And then when you go down to the next string, you're down by 1. But it's just that when you get to the G string, you've always got that problem with the G string being a slightly different relation to the previous string. So when you get to the G string, you have to go down by 2. Wow, I can't actually play it. Either way, I played it once. I only needed to play it once. This is recorded music, baby. We love it. So that is Foot on the Throne of God. Let's have a quick listen to what the last bit sounded like. It sounded quite funny. Ah! Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the ending. The ending is set up to be like you've defeated the final boss, and it's just like a double kick drum, but just slowing down. So it's just an open string. It starts really fast. Basically, yeah, it's just like, oh, you finished the final boss, you've done the game, yay, you did it, sort of thing. So, lovely and heavy, very tropey, good fun. And I think we'll go straight on to the next one before our ad break. Let's double check what the next one actually is. Okay, let's do it. So this one, we need to tune our guitar down for. I said about this before. Some of the songs we do actually go lower than C. So in this song, this previous song, that's all lower C. But this one, we actually need to go lower than C. We need to go down to a B. And you could even go down even lower. You can even go down to a B flat. This is why. There are two different ways of playing this first riff. Either you want to... You either want to have it so you're bending Either so you're bending to the note, or you want to have it so that you're... Yeah, you either want to see you bending to the note, or so that you're bending and then doing an open string. For the sake of argument, I think we'll do it as it was recorded, which was that we bended the note. We bent the note. So it was like this. And then what we need to try and do, because it's been definitely a while since we played this one, is figure out what the second half of the riff was. There you go, that's the riff. So you're bending on this first note. It's only a tiny little bend. And then we've got to figure out what the second half of it is. That's the whole first part of the riff. So after you do the... You're going to kind of be doing this little hopping thing between positions, which imagine like between the 7 on the bottom string and the 5 on the third string. You hear this like loosely an octave. Only because it's not really in tune, but yeah. That's what it is. Great. Should we give it a go? See how it goes? Now the question is, I have a delay now on my voice. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Oh yes, because there's a master delay there. So now the question is, what is the second half of the riff? Do I have any idea? I'm actually going to have to listen to the second half of this riff and second half B section. Bum 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 bum. almost there, aren't we? Okay, yeah, that's the riff, apparently. Don't remember it very well, but we'll have a go. Oh my god. Ah, so hard. I've done so bad. I did that so badly. Yeah, I mean, this probably wasn't played in like the B with the low B flat. Probably wasn't played. It was probably played in C just to make it easier. Okay, next part of the riff. We don't remember this either. I'm gonna have to listen to it. Bum, bum, ba. That's it. Oh, I remember this one now. It's all coming flooding back to me how much of a pain in the ass that riff is. I reckon we can play it though. I reckon we can play it. Shit. Okay, yeah. I mean, it sounded okay. It sounded okay. Could have been better. And then here is like a big like ambient section. I think there's a lot of like pretty notes. Sort of like that. I think it's like, yeah. Oh. And then we've kind of got this like big harmony which comes in. Like that. We should come in just a moment. Yeah, this is kind of like a big section where it's all about like keeping it low, and you have a lot of these sections in Neph where we just kind of bring it down to allow the player more time to walk around the levels. So it's something like this. Okay, after this we have a really big section. I'm going to see if I can play it. Even though actually I don't think I can play it. I think I can play it in this tuning. I think I have to play it in the B tuning. Yeah, I'd play it in the B tuning. Okay, let's go. Little quiet bit. Good luck, my hand. Oh my! Yeah, again, it's one of those where you just play it once and don't play it very often. So it's like so fast, like. I'm not even playing it tight then. It's like really messy. I think I played it with like a sock, like over the top of the guitar. So it's like a clean sock, right? And then you take the sock and you put it over the top, like of the nut. Right? It kind of deadens it down a lot more. So like when you're getting the take, it's a little bit tighter. So yeah, I mean the actual, again, nasty as hell and my wrist is already hurting, but something like that. Something like that. Yeah. I regret trying to do that a second time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was what we know in the business and what we know within the team as a club banger. That is a huge track. The riff, like that riff is really nice. Really, really cool riff. Well done, Assad, for writing that. In case you are new here, or in case you don't know what's going on here, despite the fact we have 2 viewers, we're going to pretend that we have more. We are here because a new game is coming out. Nephilim Resurrection is coming out this week. It is our oh, that's me. I'm moving me around. It is our early access, work in progress, first-person shooter. It's coming out this week, and we'd love it if you could give it a go. It's going to be very, very cheap. It's going to be early access. So if you love it, if you hate it, doesn't matter. You can improve it with direct access to developers. You can find it at the link that is at the top of the screen, or just Google that bad boy. Turns out Google, pretty good new service. I would recommend checking it out. We're playing tracks from the OST today and seeing how many of them I can remember, because I recorded them over the period of about a month and a half, maybe, whenever I had free time. Because we had this idea that maybe Assad's really cool MIDI metal soundtrack could actually be turned into a real metal soundtrack. And what we've done is that we've packaged them all together and we've released it as we're going to be releasing it as an EP. At the moment, it's just a single. You can find it on Spotify, though. I'd recommend giving that a listen because I want to actually make this the most successful music I've ever put out, which would be really funny. But I'd love it to make the most successful music I've ever been part of, and to make Nephilim Resurrection a thing forever, because I think it's a very fun project. It's a way that I get to make metal with my friends, and that's the main thing we've always wanted. I'm going to take a quick 50-second break and send you to the ad, to the trailer. But after that, I'll be back, and we've got 2 more songs to play. So let's give it a go. I'll see you in 1 minute. Yep, there she is. That's the game's coming out by the end of the week. Early access launch. In fact, I've leaked the date for the launch of the early access, which is this Friday, and the EP will also be releasing on Friday. So you get to enjoy that. So next up is actually my favorite song. Well, actually, it's between the really heavy one, Foot on the Throne of God. Oh shit. That one, that's like, it's either that one or it's this one, and this one's actually a complete banger. I don't necessarily remember how to play all of it, but the middle section I know very well, because this is a track that I play for fun, like all the time. Like I sit down with the guitar, I'm an adult, I don't have that much time to like fanny about with guitar and shit. But when I sit down and I have a bit of free time to play guitar, this is one of the songs I play. Mainly the middle section. But I won't spoil it. Let's have a go at it, and I'm going to see how much of it, the beginning section I don't remember, because as I say, I play that second section so often, but the middle section the first section I've kind of forgotten. I think it's a quiet section, and then you have a riff which is like... Shit. There you go. That's the high line. That's the line you're gonna hear, and then we'll go into the. That's like the main riff that goes underneath it. Again, it's another lot of like open fives. Now, there's a section I don't remember very well. I think it's something like that, and then you go up to a high. Something like that. But we'll get to it. We're going to see how... Maybe I can play this one all the way through. Because I do really like the song, so we'll give it a go. What was it? Okay, we're going to try and play along. Already fucked it. It's fine. You don't need that bit anyway. Fucked it. while. Here we go. No. I've been screwing that up all over the place. You're getting another go. You're getting another go at that. No way. That's nowhere near good enough. I actually love that section. I'm not screwing that up on stream. Let's fucking go. A slightly longer content than that, por favor. Thank you. Okay, I still had the pick in my mouth. What's up, kid? What's good? God, no. Okay, I absolutely love that section so fucking much. Those riffs are absolutely killer. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a lot of like those open strings. Apart from now, we're all up on the 12th, right? We're all up here on the 12th. Apart from like playing it correctly, and then kind of like we did before when we were doing the. And we went up the string. Exactly what we're doing here, where the first half of the riff is on the low string. And then in the second half, you go up to the second string. Very cool, and I really like how the second section always goes into this like halftime thing where you really focus on the great. Okay, so here's the cheat in this song. The cheat in this song is the fact that we have to down tune again halfway through it. Because we're going to be doing a riff which is a little bit like this. Which has a low B in it. So we've had to somehow go from... And then while we're playing the... While I'm playing that, I somehow just sneakily down tune. So if we ever play this live, what we'll do is that like the roadie will throw a guitar at me, which is down tuned, and some way halfway between, I'll be getting to this bit. Okay. All right, second bit, let's go. Up here somewhere. it. So after that, like, absolute mammoth of a track. See, this one's my favorite. It's got the most, like, mad riffs. Really big, very, like, every time I die, very, like, I don't know, progressive everything. Sick. I love this track. And then it kind of just sits on this really quiet bit for a little while. I can't remember how to play any of the high ones, like the... But it has like chords in it, which are really nice. It took me a little while to figure those out. They're very, very cute chords. We'll let it play all the way out. That reverb sucks. That reverb's awful, and I'm worse. I'm clearly worse than the reverb. That's fine. There she is. Yep, there she is. That is song number 4. This song is something like something Supreme Magic. I don't remember exactly what it's called. All out. It's track number 4 anyway. Track number 4 on this album. This album coming out on Spotify and to all good stores, and some bad ones as well, on Friday. And what we'll do is that we'll play the last song, and then we'll do the trailer, and then we'll be done with the whole EP. Everything will be done at that point. So last song, and this is the song that I have not practiced I haven't practiced this song whatsoever, so I actually have no idea how to play it. I'm sure it will... Hello, wrong one. I'm sure it will come back to me, but I purely have no idea at this point how to play it. So we tune up. Lovely. And then I guess we listen to it very quickly and see whether or not we can like latch onto the riff. So this is actually the single. This is actually the single that we brought out. So that's the first riff. Yeah, something like that. So we've got that bit. That sounded really good. That sounded like I knew what I was doing. Okay, I remember it. Okay, we're here. We've made it. Brilliant. So we're kind of doing this wide stretch. So that's like, what, 7? Down to 3, down to 0. And then you've kind of got this bluesy thing going on. Wait 1 second. Great, cool. Yeah, you got this bluesy thing going on, this chromatic notes. And then this whole du-du-du-du at the end. Now, do we remember the second half? No, we don't. Are we going to play it anyway? Yeah, okay. So you'll notice there we kind of had like the same thing kind of over and over again, like the muted version. And then you've kind of got this big section when it gets a little bit further along, it kind of starts doing it much bigger. So you're not palm muting at that point. You're going like really big and wide. Sounds really aggressive and gnarly. And what we do there is a bit of like a Doom style. Wait, I didn't actually mute the backing here, so I can listen. We can show you the backing. 1 second. Yeah, you can kind of hear it there, where it goes like really. You cut out all the bass, and the bass like stops playing. So it's, and then imagine it's like everything else cuts out, and it's just like a little guitar going nee 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 nee, very like doomy, very brutal. We love that. But I shouldn't have had it playing, so now you can hear it with just me. And when that big section comes up at the end, I don't remember what chord I played. I have no idea. It's just like a big, like, I don't know, something big and gnarly, and maybe like a fully diminished. I don't know. But either way, basically it's the same thing playing. But it's just to make it really sound really like heavy or whatever. But you just have like a big chord there. Again, like whatever. Great. We're towards the end. Do we know how to play the next section? In fact, I don't know what the bass note is. Let's find out. That doesn't sound right at all. We have to listen to it, I think. You know, I fully don't know how to play this. I can't remember this at all. We're gonna like just like, I don't know, solo it for a second. So, yeah, I don't know how I played that. I actually have no idea. I think it's something like that. And then I don't want the second chord. Whatever the last chord, I'm sure it's very pretty. We've been here an hour. I'm not gonna sit down and figure out how to play this track. Played something like that. It's just the last chord I haven't got. Either way, very, very pretty. Next section. More of the same, basically. Here's a bunch of those. Definitely moving around, I can't quite hear it. Okay, last section of the entire song. Something like that. Need to figure out the second chord. Yeah, it's not like that, yeah. Pretty much it. That's the riff. I remember the riff. Okay, so it's kind of like those who play like guitar normally in normal tuning will know that like this is like you got like a 3 and a 5, 3 on the bottom string, 5 on the second string. You have like a bar chord, but when you're in drop tunings, it's not. I think you've got like a. Wait, what's the relationship? Like a 6? So very, very similar to pretty much everything else we've done, right? With either the open string, but this time we're just doing all of it. You'll notice pretty much all of these things are roughly the same, right? So the riff is. That's your riff. That's your riff. Let's do it. Hey, we did it. We remembered the song. Something like that anyway, isn't it? Now that's guitar solo at the end. Let's have a quick listen to that. So I'm not going to teach you how to play that because I didn't play that. That is all synth. That is all synth. It's synth run through an amp. I don't know how to play it. I didn't have time to play it. I'm not going to learn how to play that. It's crazy. Listen to it. Great. Anyway, those are all of the tracks. Those are all of the tracks from the upcoming Nephilim Resurrection EP, Book of the Lyran. I'll show you the image one more time. Book of the Lyran. Book of Lyran. Coming out on Friday. The EP and the early access of the game. And the thing is, there's more coming. There's more tracks coming. It's been really fun working on this project. It's great getting the guitar out again. It's been years since my last, metal EP, my first metal release. It's been fun as hell. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, you don't have to listen to it with the metal. You can listen to it with the MIDI. There's a MIDI version, which is a little bit easier on the ears. But yeah, it's been really fun. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And if you're just tuning in now, I would recommend maybe going back and checking out some of the earlier tracks. There's some really good stuff back there. But otherwise, I think I'll leave you to it and I hope you have a great day. And I will, one last time, chuck on the reason that we're all here, which is the game release trailer coming out on Friday. It's going to be very, very cheap, and it's going to give you unparalleled access to the developers, and you can tell us if there's something you want to see or something that you would like to have improved. We will guarantee that we will try our best, as long as you are asking for good things, that we will fix it, improve it, and otherwise make it to your image. It's been fun, gang. Thanks so much. And here is the final trailer, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.